Molscium. In 2004, the reborn Bugatti brand transformed the world of automotive performance and luxury with a 1001 horsepower hypersports car, the Veyron. The first road car with more than 1000 horsepower was succeeded in 2016 by another engineering feat so ambitious it reset all expectations of performance, the world's first 1500 horsepower car, the Chiron. At the heart of these cars was the world's most advanced automotive engine, an 8.0-liter quad-turbo V16. Now, 20 years after Bugatti invented the hypersports car, it redefines the concept completely with an entirely new powertrain and platform. This is the Bugatti Tourbillon. Mate Rimac, CEO of Bugatti, Rimac, said the development of the Bugatti Tourbillon was guided at every step by the 115 years of Bugatti history and the words of Ettore Bugatti himself. His mantras, "If comparable it is no longer Bugatti," and "Nothing is too beautiful," were a guiding path for me personally, as well as the design and engineering teams looking to create the next exciting era in the Bugatti hypersports car story. Icons like the Type 57 SC Atlantic, renowned as the most beautiful car in the world, the Type 35, the most successful racing car ever, and the Type 41 Royale, one of the most ambitious luxury cars of all time, provide our three pillars of inspiration. Beauty, performance, and luxury formed the blueprint for the Tourbillon, a car that was more elegant, more emotive, and more luxurious than anything before it. Quite simply, incomparable. And just like those icons of the past, it wouldn't be simply for the present, or even for the future, but pour éternité, for eternity. As the first Bugatti in more than 20 years not powered by the iconic V16 engine, the tradition of naming core models after legendary Bugatti racing drivers of the past is no longer applied. Instead, the name Tourbillon was chosen as the perfect encapsulation of this car's character. A French word, and a subtle reference to Bugatti's French heritage and home in Molscium, the Tourbillon is a watchmaking invention of a Swiss-born genius living in France in 1801. A completely original creation without compare, it is both complex and beautiful, helping to counteract the effects of gravity on a watch to ensure more consistent timekeeping. And over 200 years later, it is still revered as the pinnacle of watchmaking. This sense of mechanical timelessness was a core part of the Bugatti Tourbillon journey. For a car that will be displayed on the concours lawns of this and the next centuries, technology can easily date especially large digital screens, so it's important that it uses as many timeless components as possible. The Tourbillon therefore utilizes a number of design and engineering techniques that will never age, including a completely analog instrument cluster crafted by Swiss watchmakers and finished with the same care and attention you find in the world's greatest timepieces. Just as these become heirlooms over generations, the Tourbillon is designed as a car for eternity. This next-generation Bugatti hypersports car is powered by an all-new 8.3-liter naturally aspirated V16 engine engineered with the help of Cosworth, paired with a front e-axle with two electric motors and one electric motor mounted at the rear axle. In total, the Tourbillon produces 1,800 horsepower, with 1,000 from the combustion engine itself and 800 horsepower from the electric motors. It's an extraordinary achievement delivered thanks to a host of cutting-edge materials and technology, given the Veyron achieved 1,001 horsepower from its 8.0-liter capacity engine with 4 turbochargers, and the new V16 is completely naturally aspirated. Constructed from lightweight materials, the engine weighs just 252 kilograms. The electric motors are powered by a 25 kilowatt-hours oil-cooled 800 volts battery housed in the central tunnel and behind the passengers. With four-wheel drive and full torque vectoring, it offers ultimate traction and agility. The front e-axle houses 2 electric motors, with a further motor on the rear axle, for a total of 800 horsepower from the electric powertrain system. The electric powertrain, with the electric motors spinning up to 24,000 RPM and a fully integrated dual silicon carbide inverter, is amongst the most power-dense in the world. The e-axles are delivering over 6 kilowatts per kg of e-axle mass, including inverters, motors, and gearboxes. While power, throttle response, and torque fill are priorities for the electric powertrain, the relatively large energy content of 25 kilowatt-hours allows for a very usable all-electric range of more than 60 kilometers, 37 miles. In the automotive industry, it is expected that each new model is heavier than its predecessor. especially in case the new model adds a hybrid powertrain or more performance. But with a new Bugatti, the unexpected should be the norm. The Tourbillon boasts significantly improved performance, a very powerful electric powertrain system, a large battery pack, and yet, it weighs less than the Chiron, which is a testament to the incredible engineering behind the Tourbillon. With its lightweight construction and instantaneous torque from the electric motors, the Bugatti Tourbillon delivers extraordinary performance. Thanks to the combination of an extremely advanced hybrid powertrain and lightweight engineering, efficient packaging and advanced aerodynamics, the Tourbillon will be reducing significantly the emissions in comparison to its predecessor, but still enhancing the driving experience and bringing to new levels the pinnacle of automotive industry. Emilio Servo, CTO Bugatti Rimac, said the Tourbillon had to be incomparable in every respect. Our philosophy has been to take any single aspect of Chiron and elevate it, looking for elegant and sophisticated engineering solutions and new technologies to deliver a timeless masterpiece. We wanted someone to be able to take any piece of this car, from inside, outside or under the skin, and believe that it could be placed in an art gallery. The result is a car which is beautiful inside and outside, the most powerful Bugatti to date, which simultaneously elevates mechanical fascination and technical beauty to a whole new level. The powertrain was perhaps the most important decision that we had to make, considering every option available to us: re-engineering the V16, going fully electric, or creating something entirely new. Ultimately, we chose the hardest possible option, creating a powertrain from scratch and pairing it seamlessly with a complex system of e-motors, a new generation 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox and more, all developed from the ground up specifically for the Tourbillon. But it was important to us that this car retained that pure and raw analog feel of a naturally aspirated combustion engine, while pairing it with the agility and ability provided by electric motors. The Tourbillon is designed around entirely new chassis and body structure. The structure is made from a next-generation T800 carbon composite, which incorporates a number of weight-saving innovations, such as integrating the battery as a structural part of the monocoque and an unprecedented crash composite rear diffuser, inspired by top-level motorsport. The front composite air ducts that flow through the front of the car are also integral to the structure, ensuring that each and every part of the rigid, lightweight structure is optimized. For example, the front and rear frames exhibit low-pressure thin-wall aluminum casting and 3D printed structural braces, contributing to a structure that is significantly lighter and stiffer than its predecessor. The completely new chassis integrates multi-link suspension front and rear, forged from aluminum, moving on from the double wishbone steel construction found in the Chiron. By opting for a new organic design suspension arm and upright, 3D printed in aluminum, engineers have saved 45% in suspension weight compared with the Chiron. The rear also features an AI-developed 3D printed hollow airfoil arm to enhance vehicle dynamics and aerodynamic performance. The brakes are equally advanced, featuring the ultimate carboceramic technology. A bespoke brake-by-wire system is introduced, fully integrated with the movable pedal box, and blended seamlessly through an integrated vehicle nonlinear controller developed by Bugatti to the hybrid powertrain. Michelin Pilot Cup Sport 2 tires, 285 by 35 are 20 at the front and 345 by 30 are 21 at the rear, are a bespoke development for the Tourbillon. Within the new chassis, the new ultra-compact and lightweight front e-axle with dual independent motors, including the dual inverter, fits within the same package space that was available in Chiron, adding more complexity without requiring more space. Designers and engineers also freed up more storage space and a larger luggage component, as part of the clean sheet chassis and body shell design, allowing owners to fit a set of bespoke Bugatti Tourbillon luggage. Mate Rimac, CEO Bugatti Rimac, said, "We look back through Bugatti history at the creations of Ettore and Jean, and you can immediately see that they refused to compromise. The amount of patents Ettore had to his name was incredible, because he didn't ever want the simplest solution, he always wanted the best solution, even if it didn't exist yet. He'd go away and he'd build it, test it and refine it until it was perfect. And then he'd make it beautiful. It is why the cars are so revered today, and it is the driving force behind everything we have done with Tourbillon. So yes, it is crazy to build a new V16 engine, to integrate with a new battery pack and electric motors, and to have a real Swiss-made watchmaker instrument cluster and 3D printed suspension parts and a crystal glass center console. But it is what Ettore would have done, and it is what makes a Bugatti incomparable and timeless. Without that kind of ambition, you might create a great hyper-sports car, but you wouldn't create an icon pour l'éternité. The Bugatti Tourbillon now enters its testing phase, with prototypes already on the road in anticipation for customer deliveries in 2026. A total of 250 examples will be built, with a starting price of €3.8 million. Hand assembly will take place at the Bugatti Atelier in Mulchiam, following the final V16-powered Bugatti models, Bolide Superscript 3 and V16 Mistral. But it is what Ettore would have done, and it is what makes a Bugatti incomparable and timeless. Without that kind of ambition, you might create a great hyper-sports car, but you wouldn't create an icon pour l'éternité. The Bugatti Tourbillon now enters its testing phase, with prototypes already on the road in anticipation for customer deliveries in 2026. A total of 250 examples will be built, with a starting price of €3.8 million. Hand assembly will take place at the Bugatti Atelier in Mulchiam, following the final V16-powered Bugatti models, Bolide Superscript 3 and V16 Mistral. Subscribe to my channel Ultimate Driven Supercars and hear the roar of the 2026 Bugatti Tourbillon's V16 engine.